Students, welcome back to my exam success series, that is Lateral Entry Masterclass. So today we will be discussing, or rather we have taken one more topic, that is electronic measuring instrument. Very important topic, very compulsory. One or two questions will be there for the students, for the lateral entry students, diploma or IT students who want to join, as we have discussed for the lateral entry in the BTech or degree colleges. So one or two questions definitely they will get on this particular topic. So you need to understand what you have to study and what you have to remember or how you have to practice. So we will go to the slide. First, you have to understand what is measuring instrument. Measuring instrument. So measuring instrument, it provides knowledge on construction, working, and application of various electronic measuring instrument, right? Electronic measuring instrument provides knowledge on construction, working, and application of various electronic measuring instrument. So this is the main, if somebody, or if you get a question that what is measuring instrument, this two lines is more than enough. Okay, now we'll understand the performance characteristic of instrument. In the case of a measuring instrument, the parameters defining the efficiency, accuracy, resolution, precision, sensitivity, and stability of the instrument are determined as performance characteristic of instrument. So when somebody asks you about the performance characteristic, these points you have to remember: accuracy, resolution, precision, sensitivity. These things you have to remember. These characteristics determine the overall performance of the instrument and their reliability in the measurement. Okay. So on the right hand side on the top, you can see measuring instrument, electronic. There are different type of category: electronic measuring instrument, electrical measuring instrument, mechanical measuring instrument. We are not discussing about mechanical measuring instrument. We'll mainly discuss about electrical and electronic instrument, because the instrument which are used for electrical purpose are also used for electronics, and electronic is used for electrical. Okay. So when we talk about electrical instruments, it's absolute instruments, secondary instrument. And when we go further, that is when we study more about secondary instrument, that is indicating instrument, indicating instrument, which shows you something that indicates integrating instruments, recording instruments. So these are again, it is divided, secondary instruments are divided into three categories: indicating, integrating, and recording. Okay, right. Now, the very important part about instrument are, when we study about is measuring instrument. Okay, measuring instrument. When we measure, how you measure, where you measure. So we measure the instrument in the instrument that is called as digital multimeter, or rather you can call it as a multimeter. It's a very, very common instrument, apart from other instrument, very common that each and every engineer and student should know about it. So this is divided into two categories. One is analog instrument, use moving pointer and scale. Very point wise, I'm telling you, I'm not going into very detail. What is analog instrument? Use moving pointer and scale. There is a dial scale on which the pointer will be moving. That is nothing but we call it as an analog instrument. Whereas digital instrument display reading as numbers. Some characters, some numbers will be there on the display. That means you have a display on that. So those instrument, we call it as a digital instrument. Then again, furthermore, you can study about what are in both the cases. Observation is very important. Rate selection, mode selection, scale selection, probe selection. Probe means the positive and negative probe. That is black and red color probes will be given for current measurement, and this thing. Depending upon the meter, the model, whether what facilities are there, that you have to compulsory check. And please remember, when you're measuring, that at that time the probe should be, the polarity of the probes are very, very important for us. All right. So this few of the points are very important for the industry also. Please remember why I'm telling you this. Very important for topic for internship students who wants to join manufacturing and production service industry. So they should compulsory have this knowledge. All right. So point wise, we'll discuss what is ammeter. The ammeter, the purpose of measuring current, its purpose is measuring current in amperes. It can be, there are two types of meter. It can be AC ammeter and DC ammeter. Ranges from microamp to milliamp and ampere. Micro, milli, amperes we call this. Connection always in series with the circuit. This is very important point. Connection. When you measure where you will put the probe, it should be in series with the circuit. The next important point you have to remember, low internal resistance. It will have a low internal resistance. This is the few of the points you should understand about ammeter. Let's come to the voltmeter. Purpose measures voltage, that is volts, again AC and DC. Range millivolt, volt, kilovolt. Usually for electrical, it will be kilovolt. That is, clamp meters and other meters will have that facilities, whereas for electronics, it will be only volts up to 500,000 volts. But the range, millivolt to kilovolts. Now, connection always in parallel with component, as we have seen in ammeter, it is series, but here it will be in parallel. That point you have to compulsory keep it in mind. Definitely there may be a question on this also. High internal resistance, that is high, it is voltmeter has a high internal resistance compared to low internal resistance in ammeter. So what is ohm meter? The third one. Purpose, measure resistance in ohms. Okay, ohms, that is omega symbol, you understand. Ohms, kiloohms, megohms. Important, never measure resistance in live circuit. That means when the supply is flowing or current is flowing in a circuit, you should not measure or use a ohm meter or multimeter in ohms range. Please remember that this is very, very important. Then we have FET voltmeters, that is for use field effect transistor at input. What are the advantages? Very high input impedance, doesn't load circuit, use for sensitive voltage measurements. So next is we will study about CROs. These are cathode ray oscilloscopes. Again, in CROs, we have two types. One is cathode ray and one is digital. Okay, digital nowadays cathode rays are very, very less, but you will find it in your labs and all. But mainly in bigger industries, they use DSO or digital oscilloscopes, right? So display voltage versus time waveform. That is very important. Can measure voltage, frequency, and phase. That is positive and negative phase of the waves. Time periods. Important controls, time by division, voltage by division, trigger. These are the two important controls in CRO or DSO. Next comes the this thing, digital IC tester. Check if digital IC like gates, flip-flops are working. That means in IC, if it is made up of some gates or flip-flop circuits, those type of the older type of IC you can check. You cannot check a microcontroller in a digital IC tester, right? Okay, so only few of the ICs which has gate and flip-flops and few of the transistor which can be checked. Those ICs can be checked in this digital IC tester. Then you have a next one, that is logic analyzer. Captures and display multiple digital signals, uses for debugging digital circuits. That is logic analyzer. Just next to it is just related to that, you have spectrum analyzer. Display signal amplitude versus frequency. Spectrum analyzer, mainly it is used for frequency. When we talk about frequency, it is naturally the amplitude of the frequency will come into picture. So frequency, spectrum analyzer, it will mainly be used for frequencies, showing frequency component of the signal. Okay, so this part you have to understand. Now we'll just go for the important question, few of the question we have taken, that is on which you can practice. Choose the most appropriate answer for each of the question. Question number one, how is an ammeter connected in a circuit? Just now we have studied it is connected in series. The correct answer is series. So out of 4, you have to choose a correct answer. The correct answer is series. Question number 2, what is the main advantage of digital instrument over analog? Better accuracy and easier reading. That is the main advantage of digital instrument. Third one is, which instrument has the highest input impedance? Highest input impedance, just now we saw about FET voltmeter. The correct answer is FET voltmeter. Out of all these 4 given multiple choice, you have to choose the correct one, the FET voltmeter. Let's go to the next one, that is 4th one. For current measurement instrument, resistance should be very low. That also is written in the important points. It should be very low. Digital IC tester checks what? All possible input combination. No power supply checking, no analog probes, no packaging. It checks the possible input combination, that is gates, and just now we have to say some few of the transistor gates and flip-flop circuits. Question number 6. What does loading effect mean in measurement? Instrument draws power affecting circuit. Okay, the correct answer is instrument draws power affecting circuit. Let's go to the 7th one. Which instrument can display sine wave visually? Visually means you can see it. That answer should be CRO, because there is a screen. Cathode ray tube will be there, which will have a screen. Even if it is a DSO, it will have a screen, LCD screen. But the difference is it will show you, both of them will show you, but one is analog, one is digital. The correct answer is CRO, that is cathode ray tube. Okay. Next question is voltmeter should have high internal resistance. Like we have just already discussed, it should have a high internal resistance. Next question is logic analyzer is used for digital circuit debugging. The logic analyzer is used for digital circuit debugging. Let's go to the next one, a 10th one. A spectrum analyzer displays amplitude versus frequency. The correct answer is amplitude versus frequency. 11th question is time division controls in CRO adjust the time scale of horizontal axis. There are two axes, horizontal, vertical, but time scale will be adjusted in horizontal axis only. Okay. So next question, the final one, the range of a typical multimeter for DC voltage may be 0 to 10 volts, 200 millivolts, 2000 volts, only 230 volt AC, or it can be 0 to 1 volt only. The correct answer is 200 millivolts to 1000 volts. This is about the multimeter. But these are the same, this type of questions you will get in the answer. That is the idea for giving you this. So one by one, we are discussing, we're taking one topics, and we will be discussing about the things. If you want more this thing, I will share a link about the other videos. That is my videos, where I have given you little detailed ideas about instrumentation and other things. Right? I hope you will understand. You are prepared for your examination, and all the best for you. Thanks for watching.